What's up, legends, and welcome back to Bondi Biker. Today we get to ride the BMW S1000R. I think you're gonna like it. Check it out. Yoo! So here we go. The BMW S1000R, fantastic machine. I'm just going to turn on these lights here. I want to show you these. So a lot of controversy was around the face of this bike. I love it. I actually think that it looks a lot better than the original one, which had the two weird headlights, kind of the squinty kind of thing. And look, a lot of people, you know, said that BMW had destroyed this bike by doing that, but I dig it. I think it looks really cool. You've got the Illuminated R there. You've also got adaptive cornering lights, which will give you a little bit of a view around the corners at night, which is cool. On this bike in particular, you've got the carbon wheels, which are fantastic. You really notice it when you're tipping them into corners and whatnot. Normally I think it comes with the forged wheels. I don't think it comes with these, but regardless, they're very cool. A cool piece of kit. You've also got an app which will give you all of the functionality of the bike, so it'll give you your tire pressures, all that sort of stuff, fluids, absolutely everything. Tells you everything about the bike. It even runs you through your latest runs, and so if you've been touring or anything like that, it'll give you all your speeds and your turn angles and cornering, you know, so which is pretty cool bit of kit, I reckon. So this is the M version. That's a great looking bike. So this bike actually comes in a red, comes in a Hockenheim silver, and the white in the M package, which is really cool. This little second piece up here doesn't come standard on the rest of the bikes, only on the M version, I believe. And you've got this cool little thing. It'll give you a little bit of storage in there, not much, but a bit. But yeah, here it is, the M version of the S1000R. Comes on the Corsa 2s, which are a great tyre, very confidence inspiring. It's a new bike, hasn't got many Ks on it at all, but yeah, let's get into it. Listen to the way this starts. It's like a Formula 1 car. I dig it. I do like the way that this thing starts up. It's very cool, and this dash is fantastic. It seems to have a sort of a bit of a matte finish to it, which is good. Here we go. It's a great spot out here, out at La Perouse. Really nice. Something a little bit different today. Tell you what, it's pretty busy for a Monday. Really easy bike to ride, this, I've been finding. I mean, I've been lucky enough to get it out today on a beautiful day. It's been so wet here in Sydney. We haven't had too many really good days. I think this week we're blessed with a few, which is a nice change. I have ridden this bike before. Well, not the M version. I rode the box standard version way back when it first came to Australia, and you know, nice enough bike. But this M version, it's a very interesting bike, this one. It really is. It gives you plenty of confidence, just because it's so technical, you know. The amount of technology in this bike is unbelievable. It really is. You get lots and lots of value for money, I suppose. 6-axis IMU, as you would expect of something like this. We're in dynamic mode at the moment, and you've got this great little jog wheel which you can adjust and change things as you go on the fly, which is kind of cool. You can change through your menus here, which is cool. So you've got all these different dashes. I like that one the best. I reckon. Show you the other ones. Well, you got this one, which just gives you, and that'd be great for the track, I suppose. This one's kind of cool. So really, this bike overall, I mean, inline 4, it's fantastic. It's the way it delivers its power is phenomenal. I mean, it's a very technical bike. It's very, I mean, it's very German. It's as you would expect, but it's very, very surgical in the way that everything happens. The quick shifter here it's very good. You know, it's just absolutely smooth as you wouldn't even know you're changing gears. And you've got this weird, I don't know, with the on the way down on the blipper, it's kind of pushes up against your foot. It's very strange. It's not like any other quick shifter I've dealt with before. But yeah, I mean, look, you got everything. You got cruise control here. We've got heated grips. You know, you can adjust your suspension on the fly, which is fantastic. What else? Yeah, everything. I mean, it's obviously keyless ignition, keyless start. And the guy sort of said to me at the thing, "Don't lose the key. It's a $300 key." I was like, "Okay, thanks for that." We can go through the modes here. We've got dynamic, rain and road. We'll leave it in dynamic. It seems to be working well for me at the moment. See, it's just, I don't know what it is about this bike. So I ordered one of these way back when they first came out, thinking, yeah, that could be cool. I went and rode it, and they weren't going to be in the country for quite some time, so I kind of, you know, lost interest in it, if you like, and I went and bought the Hyper, which has been great. I've really, really enjoyed it. Do I regret my decision? Not really. I mean, the thing with this BMW is, and it's a fantastic bike, don't get me wrong, this is, you know, it's a very comfortable bike, you know, but I mean, the pegs are a little on the high side, but they're not too bad. It's just, you know, the more I ride this, the more I'm getting used to it. The tank's quite large. I think we've got a 21 litre tank. You know, I mean, it's got absolutely everything that you could possibly want on this bike, right? I mean, it's a very, very cool machine. It really is. But it's so good, and it's so just easy to ride, and that's the biggest thing about this bike. It's the easiest bike to ride. You know, I mean, you don't have to be you know, a super good rider to be able to enjoy this bike. It just, I don't know, it's one of these things of, I think it just doesn't have, I would be concerned if I owned this, that I'd be missing that thrill factor, I suppose, of riding a motorcycle a little bit, you know. I mean, it's such a weapon. That's the thing. It's just such a, it's like a surgeon's knife, you know. It really is. And the other thing too is, I mean, it looks good, but you know, some sort of a cowl or something underneath the engine there, where just to hide that hideous Euro 5 exhaust. That thing is absolutely diabolical. Who came up with that and thought it still looked good was beyond me. It's just stop there in the middle of the road, love. You're right. Yeah, it's just that's the only thing that put, like, if I walked down and saw that in my garage, it's one of those things of, like, you can't even hide it. Like, it's just that exhaust at the bottom of the bike. I mean, look, a bike's got to be something which turns you on straight away, right? It's got to look good as well as perform well, and this thing performs brilliantly. Like, this is a brilliant machine. Would I feel comfortable in riding this bike and living with it on a daily basis? And I don't know that the answer to that question is yes. You know, man, it's beautiful. It's fantastic. I mean, the power delivery of it is brilliant. You know, the brakes are sensational. There's really not a lot to dislike about this bike. There really isn't, apart from the noise. You know, it just doesn't have much in that department. You know, it doesn't really have it doesn't have a grumble. There's nothing. I mean, an inline 4, just a little bit of character would be good. You know, just to let it breathe a little bit would be nice. But that's what 4s are like, I guess. But if you're looking for a machine which will, you know, go commuting and do long distances on, you could do miles and miles on this and not get tired. You really could. It's very, very comfortable. There's a little bit of pressure on the wrist, not a hell of a lot, but a little bit. Not as much as the RSV4 or anything like that. Everything's quality, and that's the thing with BMW. Everything is just, you know, high spec, really good quality. I mean, just the finishes, the touching of it all. I mean, look, there's a bit of plastic here and whatnot, but you know, it's a little on the flimsy side for BMW at this sort of price point. But overall, it's pretty damn good. It's a lot better than what you get from a lot of other manufacturers at the top of the line, you know. I mean, and you really don't have to add any further options on this. I mean, if you didn't want a bike where you want to add options and carbon and that sort of stuff, because there really isn't a hell of a lot more that you could do here. I mean, it's even got a bit of a textured plastic on the side here. Just for grip around the tank, which is nice. I mean, it's just smooth. It's silky smooth. It really is. It's amazing that BMW... Well, it's not amazing that BMW came up with it, because, you know, BMW is known for this type of quality. But it's amazing that they've been able to create something which is so precise. The brakes are brilliant. Yeah, there's not a hell of a lot to dislike about this, that's for sure. There really isn't. I think that if you bought one of these, you'd be very, very happy. You know, I think it's, you know, if you're looking for a bike, a BMW in particular, that, you know, is going to do absolutely everything for you, and do it well, you're not going to go wrong. I mean, the delivery is it's very, I don't know, I don't even know how to describe it. Linear, I suppose, would be a good way to describe the way the power is delivered on this bike, because it's not, you know, twist the throttle and disappear quick. It's quite managed. You know, you cycle through it, you know, you put, give it a bit of a twist, and there's a bit of a delay. You know, it doesn't go hit you straight away like a lot of, not like a twin, right? The power delivery is a bit different. So guys, if you've been liking the content we've been delivering, please like, subscribe, share it amongst your friends. I really appreciate the support, and yeah, shout out to anybody who's been commenting recently on our videos. Really appreciate it. I love the interaction with you guys. It's been really, really great. So thank you very much for the support. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and share amongst your friends. Drop me a comment and tell me what you think. If you've ridden one of these, or if you own one of these, I'd love to know what your thoughts are, just in terms of, you know, if you've been living with it for a period of time. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on this bike. Am I wrong? You know, it's it wouldn't be the first time. Oh dear, oh dear. So there you have it, guys, the BMW S1000R. It's a fantastic bike, you know, German engineered. There's not a lot to hate, that's for sure. It's a pretty damn special machine, and something which I think that if you ride one, you'll understand exactly where I'm coming from. But thanks so much for watching. See you guys on the next one. Peace.